to thank the people of Thornhill for entrusting me for a second time in taking their seat here in the House of Commons. The first time around, I had the people of Thornhill take a chance on a relatively unknown quantity, filling the shoes of a long-time Conservative MP and former cabinet minister. And the second victory feels a bit more profound because I think that the people of Thornhill have entrusted me with this honor to serve them because of the work that we've done, because of the advocacy that we've done, because of what the team and this party have promised to Canadians. And we've done that with the biggest mandate in the riding's history of any MP. And I am so proud. I am so proud and honored always to have this seat. And it doesn't go, none of this is done on your own. I'd like to thank all of the staff and the volunteers, not only leading up to the election and the election campaign, but for the years before, traveling the country from riding to riding, for all of those who helped, who came in the snow, who came in the rain, who stuffed envelopes and banged in signs and went door to door, talking to everyday Canadians about the issues that matter to them. Thank you to my family, both blood and the ones that you acquire in this journey. Everybody knows that politics is a family business, and I have the best family in the business. They are the ones that are honest with you, the ones that tell you that you're not eating enough, or that a slushie is not considered lunch, or that you look tired, or that jacket doesn't match. The very ones who tell you to go a little bit more, one more event, one more door, talk to one more person, and the ones who also know when it's time to go home because that's better for you. Thank you to all of them. Thank you to my partner who is lax in all of the things that I miss. The dinners and the birthdays of family members, the celebrations that normal people with normal jobs get to do much more often than we do. She has never once put that ahead of what we do for the people of Thornhill. Look, when I ran the first time, I didn't have my mom with me, and I'm part of a club that not a lot of people or not a lot of people my age are part of. I'm part of the Orphan Club, where I've lost both my parents. I lost my father between the first and second election, and he was here for my first election. And I often tell their story because it's the embodiment, I think, of a story that so many share in this country. You see, I come by the conservatism honestly, and I often tell people that I'm a product of a mixed marriage. My mom was a Liberal, and my father was a Conservative. But my mom always said she didn't leave the Liberal Party. The Liberal Party left her, and boy, is that ever true today. She left a long time ago and supported me throughout my journey to elected politics. But I say that because they are the embodiment of the Canadian story, the Canadian immigrant story. They immigrated here from the former Soviet Union. And my dad was an uncredentialed engineer who drove a taxi to put my mom through school. They put two kids through university, who watched them get jobs and homes. I also tell a joke that my parents bought their first home in the place that I now represent for like 7 raspberries and 12 almonds. And they did that on a taxi driver's salary and through a woman who was still in school trying to make it in the corporate world. They did that in a safe neighborhood where they can raise kids the way that they wanted to, in the freedom of this country, the freedom that they ran from the Soviet Union to attain. You can't do that anymore. You can't do any of that. And that's what I heard every single day at every single door in more than 40 ridings across the country, from east to west, that young people cannot afford a home. That if you came here and you drove a taxi, it's probably an Uber today. There is no way that you can buy a home in the suburbs, raise 2 kids, send them through university. There's no way that today somebody with my last name whose father was a cab driver can go from the front seat of a taxi to the front row of Parliament Hill in 1 generation. That dream is absolutely dead in this country.